Now the installation has finished and it is asking me to do the registration completely. Let me fill in the details and see how does it behave. So it is sending the information. I was expecting that it will ask me to sign in and I'll sign in. Let me see, does it push me to the sign in page? So I got a message, registration complete. Let's continue and see what next to offer. Does it say, for how much timeline it is? Let's see. Okay, so registration is completed and it might merge with the Tableau license you already have with this information, or we can sign out and sign in again and check it out. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me also start in between the Tableau Prep. So I'm opening Tableau Prep and waiting for it to open. Let's see. So Tableau Prep is, now opening. It's going to take a little bit of time for the first time. So let's wait for Tableau Prep to open. So Tableau Prep has opened. It is playing some video on the background. It is asking for the registration. So let me go ahead and do that. So registration is complete. It says you can start. Let's see. So the option what we are seeing on the first page here is, connect to data and open a flow. And then we have options like file, where we have new, open, save as, export package flow, save steps as flow, a repository location. And in the edit right now, undo, redo, and all those options are there. Flow, run all, and then server, sign in, and publish flow. Let's see if I say sign in. So we don't have a server right now, Tableau online server. We'll try that later. Okay, so let me try connect to data. So once I press connect to data, it gives me few options like Microsoft Excel. Let me try if I can have that. So let me take up this data, which is call center data. And it's reading this data. You can see the progress out here. And it starts showing the data out here. Okay. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's click on the filter values. We can write down certain things out here. Add a cleanup step. Okay, these are the options. Save. And there's a pause data updates. And refresh data is option. These are there. Worksheet 12 fields. This is the information it's giving. Data samples. Default data sample amount, use data. These are the options are there. Settings. Enable incremental refresh. Multiple files. Data samples and changes. Okay. So we will explore all these options. So now we have opened this one. Let's jump to Tableau and try to open the file there also. So Tableau we have here. In the Tableau we go to the data source. Again Microsoft Excel. And again we'll jump here, data, call center data. And I'm going to show you both the data. How does it look like in Tableau and Tableau Prep. And we'll try to see some of the steps. Okay. So we got the data. We only have the one sheet right now. So okay, now this is there, show 1000 rows. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to show the same Excel file to you in the this one also call center data. So let me open that call center data here and let me show you that file. How does it look like? So there are gaps, but it seems like when we have taken the data into the Tableau has removed it. So let's see what is the last row. So last row is 1153. Let's go ahead and see how many rows it is saying somewhere. Say next 1000 rows. Doesn't seem like next 1000 rows. Okay. So seems like the empty rows are not there, at least in the first 1000 rows. Let's jump back to Tableau Prep Do we see? I don't see. This is the field view. Let's see the data sample here. So let me say add cleanup step here, and I can see my data. Now the data has been analyzed here. Let's see what kind of analysis it has been done here on this data. So it's showing me 1K names, dates, this one city, these 1K, and countries 181, talk time, this ring time, and all these things are there. So it's saying 12 field, 1K rows. Okay, calculated field, one recommendation is there. What is that recommendation? Country, change data role to country region. So let's expect that you okay, apply. So whatever it has suggested, now it is still showing this is not correct value. We'll go and look into this one. Okay, fine. So now there are filter values. We can write down something out here. We'll explore those options. Calculated field we can create, and this is show data grid view. Okay, so we are only seeing the data. This is show list view. Okay, with the columns. This is this one, and this is with analysis. Okay, 3 views are available, so we can see it. Let's look at the data view right now. Okay, so we can look at the data view. Okay, fine. So this is there. Now let's go ahead and install the MySQL also and MySQL Workbench. So let me install MySQL here. Double clicked on that. Let it open. It is going to take a couple of minutes to do that. I'll pause the video in between. So MySQL installer has started. It is still checking the Windows configuration. So let it continue. Once it asks for the information, we'll provide that information here. So MySQL installation is progressing, and we will continue to install it. Let's see how does time it take. It's 14 seconds remaining, and Windows do have asked for a permission in between, the admin privilege, which if you don't have it, ask for it. So it do have asked whether to give the permission to install, and once that is installed, we will also try to install MySQL browser. There are certain settings which we need to do, make sure that we are able to access it. So right now the permission which I'm trying to give is that let's see if it asks that we'll give a permission to at least have a local access to all the external parties, so that Tableau can also access it. So let's wait for it. Is even as asked for permission for MySQL launcher. I have given that. Now I'm expecting few more steps to be there. Let's see, or it does the installation has finished. Let's see. Okay, so installation has reached to the next step. Here we will see. So it is asking for various options, and I think to me developer default seems better option, because it's going to install not only everything server but also going to install Microsoft Workbench, which we have downloaded separately, and the connectors and ODBC drivers. So it seems better option. In the server it is only going to install the MySQL server, which I don't need. Only client where it's only going to install the Microsoft Workbench, and in the full it is going to install too many stuff, or custom we can choose it. So I think let's use the developer default and say next. Okay, we click, and there would be many products for which it might ask permission. So let's check. Okay, Visual Studio check. Let's see. Okay, the requirement is still failing. If we want the MySQL Visual Studio 1.9, so it is failing. Let's see. Do we in the custom can we uncheck? Let's say next. Okay, there are too many things which are there. Okay, applications, can we uncheck this? And so we'll say we will remove this. Okay, so we'll say Microsoft SQL Server, Workbench, Shell, Router, ODBC driver, C connector, J connector, .NET connector, Python connector, this connector, that connector, enable selected for customization product. Next, let's see, can we do it without that? And it may give error later while connecting, so we might have to do a reinstallation, but let's try right now. It is giving the list of the selected features to install. Let's press next. Okay, ready to install, execute. Server is getting installed right now. Server is installed, Workbench is getting installed. So Workbench installation is almost nearing the completion. So we are done with the installation of MySQL. And let's see, do we need these? Ready to configure MySQL server? Okay, fine. Okay, so here the SQL server configuration is there, TCP IP, named pipe, and this shared memory. Okay, named pipe MySQL, memory name, show advanced logging options. Okay, we are using the legacy authentication mode. Let's see how does it behave. Root password we need to give. So I'm giving some root password. Okay. Username, let's say test. All hosted percentage DB admin role password. Okay, it's saying weak, but let's go ahead with that. Okay, standard system account. We'll keep them same. Okay, we'll keep this as one. See, basically we don't want to preserve the cases. We don't want to preserve cases. So we will table name is default as lowercase table name equal to 1. We don't want to preserve the cases right now. It says the option configure lowercase table equal to 1. This option configurable lowercase variable to preserve the given case. We don't want to preserve that. Okay. Okay, and we say execute. Let it run. So everything is installed. Let's finish this. Let's take the next step. And these are the things to remember, like what is the port and everything. Let's finish it. Okay, let's give the password for the root. It's working. And we say, so everything is completed. Let's press on finish now. Showing next. Okay, we'll say copy to clipboard and finish. And let me paste it somewhere and check it out. While it is starting some shell, and we will be able to see the stuff. And we will also have to check, have we got the MySQL workbench. So we have got MySQL workbench. Let's click on that. So MySQL workbench is opened. We are seeing one connection here. Let's click on this. It's asking for the password. Let's give the password, say password to the vault. And it has opened MySQL, where we will be tell you how to create table and everything in the upcoming videos. So get ready with this and make sure that it is working.